Will Trump use the Insurrection Act? Let's talk. Hi, I'm Darren Monroe. I used to work on Kamala Harris's campaign. And if you don't listen to the end of this very message, then you're going to feel in fear. You're going to beat yourself up about it. And you're going to let these fools control you. Don't let these fools control you. What I do on this channel is teach you how to go from chaos to clarity in a matter of moments. So this is going to be a game changer for a lot of you because you haven't heard this type of stuff. And I'm going to decode a lot of the stuff in this video to you. So listen to every bit of everything that I'm telling you right now. Please do, because it's going to change your life. I have a clarity group that helps me do these free videos because they support not only what I do, but I help them break the fear of what's happening with Trumpism and everything else. Get in that group. Click the link in the description. Click the link on my homepage, Clarity Group. Now, let's talk. First of all, I'm hoping he does it. Yeah, I said it. I'm hoping he does it. I hope he does this Insurrection Act. You know why? Because it will be his fucking doom. Listen to every part of this video as I break down his fucking doom. It is happening. It is happening. Here's the thing that's going to go down. First of all, what's going to happen is as soon as he does that, the states and even people in the federal government are going to leap all over his ass. You got to understand how illegal that is. What he's talking about doing has nothing to do with any kind of insurrection whatsoever. When he tried to do the Alien Enemies Act, 4, 5, 6 judges jumped all over his ass. Even the Supreme Court. I mean, they, initially was all, was like, what the hell are you doing? But I'm trying to get you to understand is that is the most illegal of the illegal. See, if he does that, he's basically playing, let's call bluff. And I'm calling this bluff. Go for it. Because that'll be the end of his presidency. There's going to be a bad faith clause part in there. Is illegal against the Constitution. And yeah, he will catch it. He will catch it. Understand what's happened the last 37 weeks. We've had 37 weeks where 23 governors and attorney generals, we've had hundreds of nonprofits from NAACP, ACLU, and the whole bunch of people. We've had the lower courts by the hundreds now. There's been over 180 cases where this man has had temporary, permanent, state, national injunctions, as well as actual cases ruled against him. Out of 180, he's lost 140 of them. According to Forbes, he lost 60% of the cases right there in July alone. And according to basically several other law dockets, they're like, listen, this guy's been losing 96% of the cases back in May. He continues to get his butt whipped in the courts, doesn't care because he has this immunity thing going on. And he knows that the worst thing that could happen at that point is that they're going to really come down hard on the DOJ prosecutors. Some have already lost their jobs over this stupid shit. And there's going to be more. And U.S. attorneys are going to jail. And Pam Bondi is going to jail. There's going to be problems. She hid Tom Homan's $50,000 he accepted as a bribe in the federal case. They're coming for them. They're in trouble. So if he does this, that's going to be over the reins. Because J.D. Vance, President J.D. Vance, is not going to be able to protect them. It's not going to happen. If he does that, it's the end. He's going to be out of the presidency. And the last thing he wants to do is do that. You know why? Because Letitia James is waiting for that ass. Oh, she's waiting for that ass. Why do you think he's trying to get her so much? He's waiting. She's just waiting for his ass. Think about it. It's their office that's the only office that has kicked his ass in 50 years. You damn right he's trying to get something on her. He's trying something, anything. But she is waiting for that ass. He pulls that card on insurrection, it's on. I want you to think back for a moment. And this is what I teach in my clarity group. That's why you should be in my clarity group. This social media shit ain't going to help you. YouTube ain't going to help you. They ain't giving $24 million to Trump. So if you think you're going to learn off of social media, YouTube, fuck that. Let me keep you 100 for real. Get the fuck in my group. I got training classes that are coming starting now. I'm telling you, get your ass in that group. Reason I'm saying that is because I'm training you about shit YouTube don't even want me putting out there. I got clarity reports in the classroom, and I got a brand new special training in there. And here's what that special training is teaching people. I'm just going to give you a peek into this. Understand what's really happening with Donald Trump. If Donald Trump goes, and plus I have a new database I'm adding in just to address shit like this because people are afraid and are freaked the fuck out. And let me tell you right now why I know this is not only it's a blessing, but it's a destruction for him. If he does this, what he's going to do is give the Democrats every reason in the world to tear his ass apart from the states all the way to the federal. And understand, it is possible because his people are on a thin ass line. They've broken so many laws. And he does care about what happens to them because if they go, he doesn't have any more prosecutors. He don't have any more people. People are already walking out the door. I mean, the Virginia Attorney General, the unsized, never ever happened in U.S. history. Here's what's happening. We got state versus federal. And we got some people in the federal on the Congress side versus him. Even Republicans will turn against him for this. And understand what he's really doing. And that's what I'm trying to get you to decode. And that's what we talk about in the Clarity Group. Decoding the drama. If he can talk about this enough, this might be his I might bomb Iran. Understand, he used I might bomb Iran, I will bomb Iran, I bombed Iran to get rid of the fact that there were 10 million protesters across the country, with 20 countries supporting those protests against Donald Trump, called No King's Day. He got rid of that. He dissipated. Everybody started talking about Iran and the war with Iran. I want you to understand, this was psyops on a whole nother level. And I'm trying to tell you, psychological warfare I'm talking about when I say psyops. And understand that this is what he's using this Insurrection Act for. I dare him to do it. I want to take you back for a moment. And that's why I created a Clarity Group. In March, everybody was freaking the fuck out over what? Trump might call martial law. Did it happen? Did it happen? No, it did not. That's what I want you to, that's why you should be in a group. Understand, there's going to be an ongoing mental training, an ongoing mental fucking training of your mind. He is psychologically fucking with you. You need to psychologically invest in yourself so you can keep from being psychologically fucked with and psychologically be prepared for it. You are under a bomb, a rainstorm. And that little ass umbrella you got called social media. I just watch you on social media. That shit ain't gonna help. It's not going to fucking help. You need mental training on 3 ways. 1, decoding this man's drama daily. 2, being able to, and I say this again, understand the data. I've given you some important data. Out of 180 cases that have had, again, temporary injunctions, permanent injunctions, state injunctions, and national injunctions, as well as cases, he's lost 140 of them. Why aren't more leftists reporting that on the creative side? They're too busy focusing on breaking news. Also decode and keep you aware of the ACDs, the alarmist conspiracists, and the doomsday people. And plus, it's a protected group in the sense that you can't come in there negative or talking that bullshit that's out there in social media. Oh, Trump is doing this. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Who's doing something back? Who's on the positive? Here's the third thing I help you do, because it's one thing to decode the data. Decode the drama. It's another thing to identify the data. But the most important thing is develop yourself. Listen, I'm on this track to lose weight between my eating and between my nutrition. I'm on this track to continue with my mindset, keep me going. I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years, so I've really been doing mindset training for a very long time. I'm on this track to keep myself in emotional, mental, spiritual check. Where are you? Because if you're fearing and you're nervous about this shit that's happening, understand that in order to get away from the fear, you need somebody who's not dealing with fear. They're decoding the drama. They're understanding the data, and they're developing themselves and teaching you to do the same. You got to develop yourself. You got to do a better self. Stop investing in these people because they're trying to mind fuck you out of thinking that. And what's happening every Tuesday is I have something called narrative warfare that teaches you how to get out of this shit. How to mentally pull back. Here's the other thing that happens. Here's the other things you got to really do. And you got to make a decision, seriously, on what you're going to do about you. You can't handle anything in democracy if you can't handle you. What's going on in your mind state, in your heart? How do you develop a better you? Because whether there's a Trump or not, you still got you. Are you going to live past 3 years? I'm pretty sure, right? Keep going. We got 170 weeks of this nut job. But in that 170 weeks, instead of looking at it as horrible, look at it as an opportunity to develop yourself and make a better you. That's what this is about, and that's what my clarity group's about. You want to get in that shit? I'm trying to tell you right now that this whole insurrection thing, he could try it. I hope he does. Because now it gives us more fuel to call 25th Amendment and get him out the door. No, he can't just decide insurrection when ain't shit happening. No, no, no.